Okay. Uh, gonna be okay, let's go. And we are live, and I think we've been live all along anyway. For a minute. Uh, so if you joined me yesterday, or if you've watched the top-down analysis I did yesterday, we did some markup, and none of these lines, uh, the charts were clean. So this is how it looked uh, like that. And then if you want to know how I came about getting these levels, the this folder includes the monthly and weekly levels, M&W right there, monthly and weekly levels. And then this one has the daily levels, and then I only put a few on the 4 hour, not so much. And just looking at today, so let's do this. I'm going to put a replay, but no, I think the day had already started anyway. So let me just forward it, take it back to where it was. Let's do this. Let's go to my YouTube. You can see we are live right now. So I want to check on yesterday's yesterday's thing that we did. Trader Mawera, you cannot be found. Oh, Trader Mawera. So this is what I did yesterday, right? So all I want to do is I want to kind of see exactly where I left off. So that one doesn't have to be okay. Isn't even necessary anyway. Where had the market traded to? Anyway, doesn't matter because it was around just before 11. I remember it was 10:20, right? So if we go back to, let's say, an hour chart, because I want to see how much of the levels that we drew were touched. So if we go back to Thursday 10:20, let me put a line at 1 p.m. 10 p.m. We were here until like just before 11, right? So 10:30, 10:35, I believe, is when I finished doing that thing. It was just about to hit 11. So pretty much we didn't see any of the price action that has happened up to now, right? And these levels were already there. So what you want to see is to kind of see why these high time frame levels are important, right? And can really be helpful to you finding a good setup to to your own strategy. Is I'm gonna forward this. Maybe let me put it like 3. I wish you could do a half of 10, and then let's just forward it and see how price was kind of behaving around these high time levels that we drew before time. So how I'm thinking is, oh, why is this level here? Let me just make sure that we're not doing some fake things here. Monday. Wait, when is this? Monday. No, 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 no. That is wrong. Doesn't make sense, Weekly. Wait a minute. What is going on? I think I went back too much. We're supposed to go to yesterday, not too far. So yesterday was today is so it cannot be Monday. It has to be on a Thursday. Okay, let me just cancel all of this. But we've already seen how that thing is happening. So if I go to, let's say, a 1 hour time frame, right? I want to go back to yesterday. Yesterday was Thursday, 10 a.m. Isn't today Friday? When the world is going on. When is today? Today is Thursday. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. My head is telling me today is Friday. Today is Thursday. So we want to go back to yesterday, which is Wednesday at 10:23 p.m. because that is where we finished off with the marking up this chart. So let's go back to Thursday, Wednesday, 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 10, 11 p.m. right there. So I'm going to take this back right there, and then we're going to see. So now if I go to a smaller time frame, so so this is where we finished yesterday, and then we had all these levels marked, right? But if we can go back on hindsight, we can see that the levels are, getting some form of respect. So yesterday we pointed out this daily imbalance that can be found on the, so when I come right now, I'm kind of trying to see what is, what is the nearest level to where we are. And on a higher time frame, we do have this imbalance right here where this candle is not touching this candle, right? So we have like that gap right there, which is an imbalance. That is one of the things that it's good to train your eyes to see, because if you don't know about it, then you can't really see. Because how price is supposed to be well balanced is kind of this right here. This one and this one and this one and this one, you see there's no gap left. But this one, you can see this one came and left a wick. This one just came and passed through. This one came up but didn't come and touch that one. So that right there is going to be like a point of reference in trading, right? So let's go to like a 5-minute time frame. And this is from yesterday, 11 p.m. And I think I had mentioned that I had put this level up like this. If you can go back and watch that thing, let's put that magnetic stuff. It was something like that. And I put this color, and I have that level up there and this level also down here. And then I also had like an immediate level which was there. Wait a minute, we still haven't traded to that 1 hour. That is dangerous. And this one and this low right here. So this is kind of where we were even this is where we were yesterday, right? So I was like, if I was to trade at that time, then I would look, I think I said I wouldn't do anything in here. I would wait to see if we come up here, take this high, and then I'd look for a bounce back into this range to try and see if we can come in. Because what I'm saying is this is where we are in. So if you look at the highest high within right there is this high and this high, and then this high is within this highest high and this highest low. So that's the range we are in. So how I kind of find it, safe to trade, to get a good setup, is to wait for the market to come and get outside of this range. And then if it's been rejected, then I can find something, because mostly it will kind of give you enough, pips to come in. You never know until you try. So when I went to a 1 hour, I realized that it was like a 1 hour candle right there that we were playing inside. And then we have this range in here. So let's forward this thing and see how the market kind of played around those levels, because I'm thinking we are still inside here. So let me play that. Let's just go to the highest speed that they have, and then let me make it bigger, and let's see what that market did. So this is overnight trading. We're now at 2:50 a.m. going to 4, still playing with it. Okay, now look what we did. We went and took that high and immediately came in. So if I was here, if this is something that, because I had already told myself, if we come, okay, I'd say that the best would be to wait to take this one and this one, but we also had this high and this low, which is also a liquidity grab. And if we immediately come inside this range, then it can give us a beautiful shot. And you can see here we did get a beautiful shot. So if we went down to like a 1-minute time frame, that should have offered you something that you could have seen and you could have taken. So we have this down candle, and then we have this series of up candles, and just below right there we do have a low, and it's also like a high, also another high time frame level, which is an old daily month. And then you can see this. This is also a signature that I like, where you have this. So the market opened, we came down, and then it reversed and closed bullish, right? And then immediately we see a down candle. That to me shows that we have a strong bearish move to the downside. And then we took liquidity and we've broken a low right here, right? So one thing I'd be careful of is that fair value gap right there, and also this one right here. But that will not keep me from taking this trade if I wanted to. So that low would be my entry, right? If it's something that I had foreseen and I said if that is what will happen, I will take it. My stop loss up there, and I can go for a simple 1:2, or if I think it's gonna come to this other end, then so be it. But what I don't like to see is I'm holding for this level, the market reaches up there and then it starts retracing up. So in this case, you would have seen like a 3.5 R goes back to 0.6, and then, but if you want to hold for those larger moves, then this is something you have to expect. Anyway, that is something that I've really added to my trading journey, to kind of like have a roadmap. If this is what I see and this is what it happens and da 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 da, then I'm gonna engage. So when you see it happens without thinking, you just engage because you already thought about it in advance. If that makes sense. So that it gets rid of hesitance, right? And in this case, we can also see that it came and took out that low level, created a high, came down. On its way up, you can engage. If you don't believe in this high, then you can engage on this one. So this would have been your first chance right here, and your stop loss over here, and you can aim for that other end. Or if you're skeptical of this one, then you can take this high and only go for a simple 1:1, right? These things are easy seen on hindsight, but if you can't see them on hindsight, then how will you see them when the trade is forming? Okay, so let me keep on playing this and let's see where we're going. So, and then we can see at 12, because it's now 11:40 a.m. and then we can see at 12 p.m. if we can find a setup and we can trade on this demo account, because this is a paper trading account. So let's see what it did. As you can see, it's now working its way up there again. Look what happened, and I think that's it. So it's now come to where we are right now. This is 11:40 a.m. Now, this is why again this level is even more lucrative or more attractive. Just above it is a high time frame PDRA, like a daily imbalance, and then it's that 1 hour range. It's I think it's also on a 4 hour, you can still see it, but it makes more sense to me on a 1 hour, right? So now we've taken out that high, we've dipped into a daily imbalance, and then on a smaller time frame, like even a 5 minute, we can see that sort of a rejection, right? So if I'm a 5 minute 5 minute time frame trader, how I would have engaged in this one is I would have waited to see some form of so we've taken this high, we've dipped into that with a strong bullish candle, and then it's so strong, but there's no follow-up. There's no follow-up. So what is this doing, right? It's more of the last move up, right? In my own opinion, because it's supposed to have a follow-up. They were supposed to like keep going, use this as support, and then keep going up. But what do we see? An immediate crash to the downside. So this is a candle that I would trust, right? So this is something that kind of made me to walk away a little bit from the 5 minute time frame, because this is what I kind of I mean, it's not bad, but I'm not such a fan anymore, because this is now an entry that I'll be waiting for. We went up, we've taken this liquidity, and then we've broken this low right here. So now what I'll be waiting for is the market to come back to this fair value gap, right? You can put your stop loss up here, or maybe up there if you want to be safe, and then for me to get some form of a target, which I'm seeing a 5 fair value gap right there. So, and this is what I would be waiting for, right? But look what's happening right now. We do have some sort of, it can still happen anyway. So that is something we can, we can look at moving forward. So that's a buy side liquidity, meaning price is likely to come there and also dip into this, and we'll see if this will be respected, like the seed of all of these up candles and maybe those two candles. We can see if market can come deep in here. So that's already a trade idea to go back down to this daily imbalance that we only touched once. That to me is suspect. We didn't even go inside a little bit. We've taken out the high of this end and we're still in a premium level of this range from here to there. We are still in the premium of this range. So if we are bearish, then we are in we have a cheaper price to buy. So now we can come and sell down here or whatever. So my bias right now is short, although we've been bullish from 10:45. So when it gets to 12, we'll see how it goes. But right now I can already have an idea. We'll see when price comes here what it's going to do. But that's an idea that I have. But now if I was here like at 9:25 a.m., then that is okay. Now I was talking about if I would, if it came here on a 5-minute basis, this is how I would have taken this trade. This is how I would have taken this trade, and then I was like, I think we should change the way we enter. Let's, instead of using sell limits, how about we start using sell stops or buy stops? So for example, instead of waiting for the market to come back here, I can just enter here, just enter aggressively, with a buy stop, and then give myself a good stop loss. So if the market comes in here, you're still gonna be in the trade, because sometimes the trade would just give me this fair value gap and then pass through this low, and it just keeps on going and it never comes back, right? So what happens is it will still be okay, because then I'll now use that as a target and find a setup to take us back up, because the market will likely come back here anyway. So now if I was here at 920, at that time the market hit that level, right? Now you can see, guys, the importance of having your levels, because you're not just gonna be entering your trade anywhere. This is how I've seen this. I don't even think I would have taken it, but this is really good. We dip into we take out that 1 hour, 1 hour, or that 1 hour range, right? Or that range that we aligned, that we whatever, and then we get this rejection to the downside. That is still not yet enough for me to enter, but then again, this is a low that I would, this is a low that I would put in perspective right there. And then I want to see what the market will do. As we can see, it really had no steam to come and take out this high, and then it just starts dropping like it's hot. So this is a place where I would have bet, even if I would have entered with like a 0.5% risk and my stop loss up there, and then maybe go, if I don't really trust it, I can just go for 1:1. And because this is something, and then you can see right here, this is something I call a low resistance liquidity run. I hope I'm not butchering these things, but to me, how I understand what a low resistance liquidity run, that right there looks like something. There is no imbalance or anything for the market to come to. So once it goes up, this right here needs to be respected. If it's not, if it comes and trades to this zone, what happens? It's usually a walk in the park. It just passes through this with no problem at all. So when you can see the next level, we find some sort of resistance is so it passed that gap, but here we do see some form of resistance as it approaches the other level that we have right there. Anyway, that was just a small review on what we would have done, but let's leave the shoulda, coulda, wouldas alone And let's put things in perspective. So this, I think I'm gonna leave these lines. Do I have to? Because this is an area where market consolidated in a little bit. We've taken out that high, so on its way down, on a 1 hour time frame, we do have that gap right there, which is, hey my god, how many times do I have to click on this thing? Which is something that I can put right there. I think now we can get rid of this level because that one now is taking care of business. It is taking care of business. Right there, right there. And then we are going to go up to 1 p.m. And then let's name it 1 hour so we can have a good perspective of that zone when we go down to a lower time frame. And pretty much that's it. So we can see that we're still playing inside of this range, right? We've taken out that high. I don't think we should have that level there again, so I'm gonna get rid of it because we do have again another 1 hour fair value gap right there. I'm still gonna have it marked on my charts. I don't have to, but if we go down to a lower time frame and we have something else, then we can get rid of it. Going to a 4 hour, it's also a 4 hour fair value gap, so that one carries some weight. 1 hour slash 4 hour. That definitely carries some weight. Not really what, but yeah, next, whatever. I'm gonna leave it like that. So we are within this range. So the next question we ask ourselves is, what is this market likely to do? What is it likely to do? We are 10 minutes away from 12. So my answer is I don't know, but momentum will tell me. If that's a nice way to put it. So I can see we found some resistance right there, some resistance right there. Others are saying that it is this 1 hour supply or this whatever, the 1 hour imbalance right there. Is that a fair value gap? Whatever it is, it's a space, it's a gap. And market bounced off of it, and we can see we also found some sort of resistance on this 1 hour slash 4 hour fair value gap. Market didn't quite touch it, but we can see some retracement, and then we see a rejection right there, and then we go up, take out that high. So are we likely to go up, retest that area one more time, and maybe keep on going further? Because we still have a gap right there, but we do have this one with some sort of relative equal highs, although this one has has traded above that, so that liquidity has been purged. So I'm thinking I'd favor shorts more, and it looks like it's gonna be a walk in the park going down, because on a 1 hour time frame, this is pretty much, there's nothing to trade to. There's no imbalance in here. The only other thing we can see is this low, this 1 hour low right here. So this is the new this is kind of the new 1 hour level that we are in right now. I have to sneeze. Sorry about that. So putting in perspective of where we are, of the range we're in right now, is this high and this low. I think we are more likely to come to this one and then come to this one. This is something else we also have to be very wary of. I don't want to put so much, but this last down candle, which is a 1 hour or the block, I don't want to overcomplicate this thing, because maybe right now we're just doing unnecessary things. So let's now go down to a 5-minute time frame. And what I like to do from here is you can see already I don't need this 1 hour. The reason why is because I'm going to mark up the 5-minute 5-minute gaps that have been left, for example. So we're gonna put this one to right there, and this is the color that I give it, so I know that's a 5-minute imbalance, right? So we'll see how what the market will want to do. We have a little bit of 5 minutes. 7 minutes to be precise, right there. And then there was a gap here, so we're not gonna fill it because it's already been purged. We do have this one right here as well, from there to there. And I like this because this one is paired with this 5, whatever is paired with this relative equal highs right here. So what I'm gonna do is I have theta right there. This one is gonna be like a sell side, a buy side liquidity plus a fair value gap. Now, what I've noticed from back testing and forward testing and studying price is whenever we have a scenario like this, where we have like those two relative equal highs and there's a fair value gap, the market tends to just go and surpass it so fast, rather than come and do something like this, like that, and then maybe just dip in a little bit and then go down. It will sort of, go up, and then it rather just wick it and then come down. But that is something I've noticed. So we'll see if it's gonna do the same thing right there. So if we get a long, we also have to be wary of this 4-hour whatever right here. That is, you can see it was resistance, it came, turned support a little bit, it came, crashed down, now it's acting as support, and we are going to the downside. And now we can see that we are getting some sort of a bounce down from this 5 fair value gap right here, which I'm not gonna include because we're already using it to the downside. So let's not use it. So that's it on this range. Now the next thing is coming down like this, guys. You can see this is gonna be a walk in the park. If we do come and have like a strong bearish candle here, we are likely to see a strong move without any resistance coming down. Why? Because I'm not seeing any imbalance here. We'll see how that works. So this is supposed to be a walk in the park if we do get a bullish thing right here. So we do have that range, which is about 80 points, if that's how you count it. My provider here is 8 caps, so maybe on your provider could be some different. So this is something we're looking for, right? This is gonna be a walk in the park. That can provide a good setup to at least this what is this, to this 1 hour gap right here, 1 hour fair value gap, where we kind of see it's also like a zone right there, and it's the low of that 1 hour range as well. So if it gets here, then it's likely to come and take this out too. We'll see. We're not forcing nothing because it can also go up. We do have if this doesn't hold, then we have this objective here and this one, and probably come back to this high as well and dip into that daily imbalance again. We'll see. So if we also keep on going down, this is another target that I'll be looking for, right there to right there. That's also another target that I will be looking for. So we only have a couple of minutes to 12. So now if we are in a trade, we will not get confused with where we come out on how much more we can trust our trade. And even if we enter these trades and they don't work out, then we don't feel like failures because we did our part, right? There's only so much you can do with this trading thing. You just make sure your part is well laid out and you've done your best according to how far you've come and all that, making sure that every pitfall that you can go into is filled. And if there's a pitfall you go into, it better be a new one so you can learn from it, right? And how do we make sure of that? We journal, we take beautiful journals. So pretty much that's it. So we do have targets. Number one, we do have this is going all the way to 3, right? So I'm gonna do that up to there because those are higher time frames, and then this one up to there, and because we're only trading up to 1 p.m., which is 4 p.m. New York. So this one in perspective, 11 is what in New York? 11 is 2:55. So we are deep into New York PM. So we are in the last stretch. We're just about to engage in the last hour, which is kind of some place I've found some comfortability in, if I can say that. Okay, so it's now 12. Now what we do is we've already aligned the places that the levels I'm looking for on a 5-minute time frame basis. And then in terms of trade entries, I now go down to a 1 minute time frame. And this is where I will be looking for some things. And what I do from here is I have a few indicators which help me with what time is it? 12 p.m. Why is it not drawing the other line? So before I even think of taking a trade, let me show you something that I also like to look at. Here we do have some sessions, or we can talk about that some other time. But I can see that where's the one that I put for lunchtime? Is it this one? Yep. Uh, what is this? So I can see taken. Lunch low has been taken. Just looking at this, guys, you can see this is the upside, and now we're working on the downside. So looks to me like it's a market maker sell model unfolding, but this is very attractive, very attractive. This buy side paired with that fair value gap. The only reason I'm saying that is because the market is going up. So my bias is bearish. Uh, but we will see. We will see. Okay. Let me get. We can talk about those sessions some other time. So for now, let me use these lines. Yep. Then let's go down to a 1 minute time frame. How these things help me is I like to enter when price runs either this high or so this is all this is just 30-minute ranges, 30-minute intervals, right? So we have that this is like 10:30 to 11, 11 to 11:30, and 11:30 to 12. They do help me to keep myself in perspective, right? For example, this was supposed to be an entry. We took out this low and also this low, and then is there something I've deleted? And then I also find it a little bit more attractive if there was like a high time frame that we also dip into, and then we come back inside of this range and also break a high. The high has to be within this range. It's either inside of the range or on the new range that's forming, but within this previous range. So the entry would look something like this. My entries now are stops. I use a buy stop or a sell stop. I don't use limits anymore because that's kind of how I'm finding it way better for me to do it. And then my target is only 1:2. So how I manage these trades, because the typical trades that I want to find myself into is the ones that just enter and they just keep on going, right? So I do have like a tight stop loss, not a trade management system. So once I hit 1:1, for example, that one I wouldn't have done nothing because we didn't hit 1:1. But right now we have hit 1:1 right there. I reduce my risk to a half, right? So that usually takes care of me when we stay so long. And then by the time we hit 1:5, wait a minute. No. So my initial stop loss is down here. So whenever we hit 1:1, like we just did maybe 3 minutes ago, my stop loss goes by half. And then when I hit 1:5, I break even, and then I wait for my target, which is a 1:2. In this trade, it's more likely to work because you can see we do have a beautiful target up here, which is this highs, and also into that 5-minute pull right there, which is a 5-minute fair value gap. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for a rejection to the downside. So if it keeps on going up, then I'm not gonna be trading today. And it's that simple. So I have to see what it is I have aligned. So what I'm waiting for is something like this, maybe come up here and then come back inside the range, breaking a low. I will enter to see if I can get a 1:2, and maybe if I'm still bearish, see if we can come down here. But once I get my 1:2, I am Gucci. I am Gucci, and pretty much it's that simple. So this is somewhere it's likely to come to, and even here, if you don't know what these levels are, if you go to a 5-minute time frame, we do have this gap with the close of this candle and the high of this candle. So typically, this is how you're supposed to do it. The high of this one and this one, but I don't do that anymore. I usually update that gap to how to, because it's already been traded into. So I update those gaps to where the price, where the latest candle is at, if that makes sense, right? So if there was a candle that came, let's say this is a candle, if that is where it reached, and then the next candle went down, the next candle decided to go down, this gap of mine would have been up here. That to me is kind of making sense. So this market is very likely to come up here. So I wonder if that would be the 4-hour thing that we. So we are in a 4-hour zone, which, as you can see, I don't have to have it, right? 1 hour and the 4-hour, because I already have like a perspective up here and another one up here. So this is kind of taken care of, if that makes sense. So I can get rid of that. Was the 4-hour there? Yeah, the 4-hour was there. So then what is this? 4-hour fair value gap. Oh, okay. Yeah. So we can get rid of this one that has the 1 hour fair value gap, but I'm gonna let it stay there because you can see price can come up to here, because with this one the 1 hour includes also the 4 hours. So let it just stay like that. Now we've taken out this high. This is something else that if we do come back and break a low, and I will be skeptical because I would love them to come up here and then break down. So we will be ready to take that trade. We will be ready. So this account is now at, the account is now at 32K, 32,000 on a 200,000 account. The reason why I'm paper trading, so it's fake money. I'm trying to condition my head to trade on such a big number. If I have $100 account, it's not really hard to trade on it. You can even risk $25, and even if you lose, you'll just be okay. But you cannot risk 25% on a $200,000 account. That is like what? Is that like, what is 25%? Is that 50K? Is it 50 G's? Whatever. Do the math. It is 50K. Now imagine losing 50. 1% alone is 2,000. That's nuts. How much do you make in 2 weeks? So kind of, practicing on that, and it's not that bad. So I had a series of loss. Wow, the market is coming down. But since it was you know what, guys, let's take this trade. It's gonna be like this from this low, and maybe it could be late. I like that rejection, but then again, it's also 12, so we have 12:15 to 12:45 to find also a beautiful spot. I'm a little bit skeptical. I would have loved if we came up here, but this is also good because this is a low. We've taken out that high and we're coming down. So let's take that trade. We're going to risk 0.5% because I'm skeptical. 0.5%, and then this is the number we're looking for right here, 33.65. 33.65 as a stop loss. I want to risk 0.5, and it's gonna be a sell. It's gonna be a sell stop. and let's go. We're not seeing those orders, so what we do, you come here trading, and then you say you want to see your positions, your orders, you want to see everything, and you can see they're right there. What else do you want to see? Executions, not really. And you can put that just to make sure, yeah, they're where you place them. That's okay. Now this is what's going to happen, right? If this market comes down and trades below this, our trade is going to be executed for us, right? And our stop loss is going to be here. So if it doesn't work and it keeps on going up, we're going to stop this trade, right? And when we stop, and what's going to happen is, what I'm telling the system is, I'm not willing to risk. Hey, how do I go? I'm not willing to lose more than 1,144, which is 0.49%. Yo, why don't you just do it 0.5? Whatever. I'm not willing to risk anything more than this right here. So when it comes up here, it's going to take me out, right? Because you're going to be wrong, if not all the time, most of the times. Well, that's not a good way to say. You don't want to be wrong most of the times, but when you're wrong, that stop loss takes care of you. And if you get a slippage, it won't be that bad. So I like what I'm seeing right now, and I think this setup might work, because sometimes it's not gonna be that perfect. Zaza Petulia. On a 1 minute time frame, we can see we do have a gap right there that's offering us some sort of support. And the reason again why I like sell stops is, I don't know, it feels like it's a bit safe, because even if it doesn't work, it should be able to get me to at least 1:1, where I can reduce my risk by half, right? But let's see how this is going to work. And then if this doesn't work, then if we take out this high, then I'm gonna close. We're going to see now what we do. We just get rid of that setup, because now it's invalid, because we do have a new low right there. Now that can be our new spot to take a trade now. So let's set up something else real quick. Hey, stop it. Let's set up some new real quick, and let's see if we can still go down, because I'm thinking we could be bearish. No, right there. Hurry up, my friend, hurry up. This thing is gonna leave you. I think we should have just left it alone, and then we could have 26.36. 26.36. Risking again only 0.5%. I'm not very confident, but if we come up here and we get a rejection, then we're gonna go full percent. Now let's do that sell stop. Yep, right there. So if it keeps on going up, we can just wait, and then we can just adjust on this, so we don't have to keep on setting up. I do like it if we cross this low. We're going to have some sort of problem here, but then again, if we come and close below this, then this is a walk in the park. I love this. Now, whenever you see there's no imbalance here, right? So what this tells me is either price will come and dip into this and then shoot up, or if it comes and closes below this fair value gap, maybe retest it and come down, this is going to be a walk in the park. So the safest way to actually take this setup would be to just wait for the market to come in. Let's see how it behaves on this one. If it closes below with a strong bullish candle, we can just enter immediately, because this is most likely going to be a walk in the park. But as you can see, we are bullish. Now, my style of trading has a downside. Wait a minute, because if now we are bullish, then I will not have a way to enter. That is the downside of my strategy, and it's something that I've accepted, and I'm good, because my strategy is more of a reversal, but I don't enter immediately at the reversal. It has to break a low where it kind of confirms for me, but we still have I'd still a line that I'd like to see the market come up here, and then I will see a rejection. So this is still the lowest low, this one right here, but I'll go with this one. I will go with that one. Oh la la la! Now that becomes my new high, but I can just let it stay here because this is what has been grabbed. Now I would like them to also take this high. Now remember what I told you. If they do come and take this high, then we will likely see a strong push to the upside because it's a um, relative equal highs paired with a fair value gap. Let's see how it looks like on the 5 minutes. Hmm. This high has not been taken out, and then we have the lowest low, which is right here, and I think we should have that level. We should have that level on the charts right there in terms of the one hour time frame. 1 hour time frame right there, and I think these lines we don't need to see them past the 1 minute. We don't need to see them past the 1 minute, honestly speaking. We can see them maybe on the 2-3 minutes. 2 minutes is okay, even 3 or even 4 minutes. Anything past that, we don't need to see them. We are bullish. Down. We are bouncing off of this 4 hour, 1 hour down candle. If we go to a 4 minute time frame, we're still working our way in that huge 4 hour, whatever, 1 hour, whatever, right there. Do you think we should? Let's use the 4 hour level, and then let's get rid of this 1 hour one. Because if we come to this side, then we're also likely to come to this one. What I'm gonna do, let me just hide it, so we just don't. I'm going to hide it. Now I am really, really, really watching to see what this market will do. Will it do? It's now 12:15. We are now in, what is it called? Silver bullet time. 12:15 to 12:45. Is it a silver bullet time? I don't know. We could have missed our chance of going up, but yeah. So this was our setup for the day, right here. Took this one and that one, broke the high. That should have been our entry. That would have given us a 1:2 already. But we came to the charts. 1:2. Our setup would have been done by no. Remember what I told you. A fair value gap paired with some equal highs equals to strong move to the upside. I told you so. I told you so. So whenever you're in a long position, right, and you see such a thing, you can be like, you know what? I think I'm gonna wait to hold a little bit before I take my TP and see, because this is a high likability. I'd already told you, because this is something I've seen over and over, where you have buy side liquidity right there paired with the fair value gap. The market tends to just go in. It'd rather do this, even if it was bearish, and then just come down and leave a huge wick. So for example, if I took that setup, which was like that and like this, 1:2 is just right there. 1:2 is right there. So I could have closed like maybe 80% and then see if we can go further, or I can be comfortable knowing even if it reaches the low of this 5 minute, then it will easily reach my 1:2 because it's likely to pierce through that zone with no issues. So looking at this, we do have a concern. I think they could be working their way up to this level, and I have no way to engage in that thing. But we will see how it goes. We will see how it goes. So this is not working at the moment. I'm gonna leave this because if I decide, let's say the stop loss is gonna be there, they actually do ask you to modify And then now when we bring this into perspective, when they ask me to modify, we can just modify like that, and then boom, instead of having to have like new levels. And I don't like what I'm doing right now, but you know what, let's get rid of it because we get engaged. Now we have entered this zone again. If we look in terms of range and in terms of discount and whatever, then now we are in premium at a level that market is likely to bounce down, because I am bearish. But then again, we are bullish. What do you think this thing will do? What do you think it will do? Do you think it will come down? I don't know. If I don't see what I want to see, I am not engaging. Man, can we get some music of some sort? Can we get some music? Pumping in here, pumping in here. Copyright free. Copyright free music. Copyright. Nah. Free Christian music. Or do I say it the correct, politically correct way? Hillsong. No. Dance music. We ain't trying to sleep here. Christian EDM. Is it copyright though? Copyright free. Gospel type beat. What does that mean? Wait, as you're looking for this music, let's make sure we are still in perspective. Oh, no. Wow, we are so bullish, my God. I think we're going to come up here. Oh, and then guys, remember, we do have news at 1 p.m., just so you know. Right here, red folder. Fed Chair Powell speaks. So at 1 p.m., we're still gonna be seeing some action, right? Most likely. I don't know what this means, but I don't even look at this. But Federal Reserve volatility is often experienced during his speeches. Do you see that? As traders attempt to decipher interest rate clues. Oh, as head, so this guy, Jerome Powell, as head of the central bank, which controls short-term interest rates, he has more influence over the nation's currency value than any other person. Oh, really? Traders scrutinize his public engagements as they are often used to drop clues regarding future monetary policy. So there's going to be volatility at 1 p.m., which is when the market usually sleeps. But now, today, so then why are we seeing volatility right now? Are they trying to go somewhere so they can go somewhere? La, 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 la. Wait till I get my money right. La 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 la. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Wait till I get my money right. It's a praise party. Where's that royalty-free music, man? Bob, free dance music. Okay, this one looks to be good. Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Wait, but if you're capturing sound from. If you're. Oh, hmm. Okay. Seems we are working our way up here. So now, guys, this is something else that I also like tell my not really tell myself, but I find myself okay. See how we've marked these levels? Just seeing price trade to those levels and react off of it is entertainment enough for me, right? So even if I get a setup or not, I really don't care. I just stay in here and I enjoy just watching price do what it's doing, right? And pretty much that's it. So, seeing that we do have news at 1 p.m. and this market is really not doing what I wanted it to see. I would have loved if they cut here and just rejected to the downside, but we are so bullish. This is something that now I have to, kind of start working on to hop on a train that's already moving, which that's kind of hurt me in the past anyway. I don't know if this has ever happened to you. Have you ever been in a trade you sell, it comes up, takes you out, so you're like, okay, now we're going up, then you buy, comes down, takes you out, and you're like, what is going on? And then when you stop engaging, it becomes one-sided, and you're like, this trade price must hate me. Oh, sorry. We'll definitely see some form of resistance over here, even if it's just a little bit. So this is 5 minute, and this is 1 minute gap right there, right there, right there. So if we're looking like on a 5 minute, supply guys, supply and demand, have you made any money? Yes, they have. This one, but if you waited for the market to come down to you, I don't think you made anything. So now they're probably looking at this one to see if it comes in, then it offers them some rejection, and then you can enter. And I see some guys doing is once it gets there and they see some sort of rejection, enter like three good positions, pa pa pa, and the stop is right above somewhere there. And then by the time the trade is getting to 1:1, they already have enough, and they're coming out. Man, whatever it is you have to do that works for you. Whatever it is you do, because that's a 5 minute supply right there, right? Especially this up candle. That is something to put in perspective. So let me mark it. I will mark it and see whatever price will do. So that's a 5 minute bearish order block. We already know this gray is 1 minute. So let me stop with that. Let's see. Docs. I don't know what happened to this doc. Oh, it's now smaller. Hmm. Remember that 5 minute fair value gap that we mentioned right here that was kind of forming some sort of rejection, making it look like they're going down. Look what happened. Yeah. Okay, it's too loud. See what happened? Oh man. So anybody going short in here, you know, well, you saw this rejection, you're like it's going to work, and it just comes up, opens, retest that zone, and then shoots up immediately. And that used to chop me a lot, man. But not anymore. Not anymore. Hmm. It's now 12:30. I am worried for this news. This one right here, coming up in 31, 32 minutes. What time is it? Bro, see the other time. It's 12:29. Like 1 million times. If that were possible. What will those news do? Hmm. Let's go to a higher time frame, maybe like a 1 hour, and see and try to guess what that pressure will do. Could this be the low? If this is the low of the week, then are they still likely to come down or shoot up? Hmm. Hmm. Last down candle on a 1 hour time frame, we went up, consolidate, come down to this, back again to this down candle, and then we shoot up, and then we also seen some movement up. I think we will go up from what I'm seeing. Hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Hmm. Mm. We might go up. Okay, we're finding a rejection to the downside. I like that. Let me see if there's something. I'm not engaging in this. That baby is dropping like it's hot. But didn't even get to my 1 minute zone. It doesn't have to, bro. Oof. It is dropping. But dropping without. Back again to that 5 minute zone. You can see. Came straight to that 5 minute, whatever that we drew right there. All these are points of reference, even if it's for a little while. It's good to have them. So now we're going down. So this is, oh my god, I didn't. This is kind of what I wanted to see, right? It just didn't happen there. I wanted it. And the time, nope. I'm not taking. Not my ideal entry. Not my ideal entry. So, hmm. Uh-oh. Can we restart? Ding, 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 ding. So these things will happen to you sometimes, right? Because I was expecting that we will come down to the downside, obviously, but not in such a way where I'm not seeing like a typical entry of mine. For example, how I would have wanted to see this is on this new range. If we went up, took out this range and maybe dipped in here and then come in and break a low, then that one I would have entered, but it didn't really happen like that, which is okay. Because this is not a low that I would have easily taken that trade off of. To me, it's not clear. I'm someone who's a little bit more advanced. Maybe that was an entry for them, and their stop loss up there, and then it just dips, whatever. So seems like today I might not be getting any trade. 12:30 was kind of my last spot. 1 p.m. is just me watching. I'm not gonna be even trying to engage on a demo. It's not gonna happen. What in the world is going on? Because remember, we still in this range, and this one we were in deep discount. Deep premium, we even went deep premium. So it's cheaper price for anybody who's selling, right? So this is kind of a spot where the market seems to wants to elevate, to come to elevate. What is the difference of elevate? Difference or opposite of elevate? De-elevate. What is the antonym of elevate? Drop, fall, condemn, decrease, denounce, deprecate, depress. Oh, good to know. You see, it is deprecating. It is condemning. The price is condemning. It is denouncing. It's depressing. It's dropping. It's falling. Come on. Anyway, these are some of the things that you're gonna have to like see. I was expecting this would happen maybe here, or it should have given us something. See how this was beautifully, like formed a beautiful low right there, and so it's just dropping and dropping and dropping. I don't have a way to. So there seems to be. What is that? Is that on a 5 minute? Oh wow, that would have been a good target. Let's just upgrade that to look like that. Wow, my brother, look at that. This thing is falling. Ash, come on. Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me? Tumeanguka hivi bila sisi yani. Jesus. Wow. This is kind of where I kind of wish that sometimes I can just start using indicators, because that was an easy cross. But the problem with the indicators, they're always giving you signals. Enter here, enter, nah. So let's just be systematic. I mean, but if you know how to use them, good for you. Just passing that 5 minute like it's nothing. Did you see that? It's just going through it. Doesn't care about your levels. We are bearish like crazy. Taking out this low. Well, Okay, seems like this low is what they're coming for, that range, this high and this lowest low right here, which is paired with some relative equal lows over there. I'd say it again, if we do, wait, I think I forgot. I did mention, but it was when it was too far. I did say that if we do come and close here, this is going to be a walk in the park. So if you're kind of feeling like you have to do this, then above that, whatever would be a nice entry, and then up to this low would be a nice exit. But we just took out this low, so it's likely to come back in this range and keep on going down. This can work 50-50 or not. But it's something I'd mentioned. So let's do it, take it for 1:1. Not smart. No, I don't think so. But I'd mentioned it. This is low resistance liquidity and all of this. Meaning it can also keep on going down up to here and no need to go up. But then again, we have news. What will that news do? Oh, maybe we should have taken that trade. Yeah, that baby is going down without us. Let it burn, Tena. Let it burn. Oh, I want to be consumed with the fire. So are we finding this imbalance? Is that an imbalance? As yeah, yeah, you have to be skeptical of those things. So if we entered right now, we'd be like, these are to me not really like entry points, but if you're already on in an entry, then you kind of like you kind of like bet on this thing, kind of going down. But in terms of using them as entries, then you kind of so now if I entered on this, right, because I saw it going down and then it took me out, I'll just beat myself because I'm like, you took a trade that's outside of your plan. So it's also good if you're skeptical, just jump, just leave it alone. So I'll still leave it there because this is where I would have put that stop loss just to see if it would have worked. And then again, now I'm not concentrating. So we've taken out this low. Now this is what I'm gonna do. If this low is taken out, that for sure is gonna be a short. That for sure is going to be a short if that low is taken out. Now, whatever high they form here, guys, if that high is taken out, my stop loss is coming here, and I'm taking this thing up. I'm risking 0.5%. Whatever happens, happens. But then don't you think they're more likely to take out this range? Now I'm overthinking. I have overanalyzed. This is what I'm gonna tell you. I am taking that shot. Sell. And I'm gonna do 0.25, actually not even 0.5. 0.25%, and my stop loss is just gonna be above that high. 33.05. 33 points. Sell stop. Boom. Right there. So once we hit this, I'm going to break even. If it comes and takes me out, it's okay, but I'm suspecting that we're going to have a bigger push going down. So that's my whatever for the day. That's my idea because this trend is already going down. Looking at this range, we are coming from a premium. So if we went up, remember we still have what was that high? This was updated, right? This one took out some high, which was what? If I remember, which was this high to this high. That has already been taken out. So I'm favoring this one being taken out, but I don't know. And we have news coming out in a minute. So let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. I've put a sell stop here, right? Because I'm thinking now if we take this low, we are now going to be in this low resistance. There's no imbalance here. So This right here was supposed to hold price and go up, but we've come inside and now we still want to come in. I am betting that if we do come and trade below this, and my stop loss, my sell stop is right there. I need it to go down below. So let me put these lines here, extend right, so I can put it just right there. But what happens is they're not gonna even fill me there. Okay guys, let's not also miss on this opportunity as well, because this can also be us going up. But the reason why I'm not gonna do that is but then again, it's that's the range. We are in the discount too, so it can also go up. 12:45. Me don't like this, man. Me don't like this. Me don't like this. Me don't like this, man. But this is how we're looking at it so far. It should give me at least 1:1. How much are we risking? Can you show the money? We don't care right now. Show the money. Show the money. $585 only. Woo! Look at that. Again, I am missing on another one. Our entry was supposed to be like that. So today I am out of sync. Stop loss just right there. Another one is 2-2. Oh, no. But then again, Kev, you just have to do things outside your plan. Kind of seems to me to keep on going down. So, na 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 na, yeah. No, me I still favor down. I don't think we'll still go up. So we came down, went up, taking this liquidity over here, come down, seeing no failure, not able to take this low. Now we're going up. Interesting. Yep, that baby is going up, I'm telling you, without you. Because we've taken this previous 30 minutes, we've broken that high, although that high is supposed to be in here, so we're not losing on anything. So this 5 minute we can't even use it anymore because price has traded down and up, so that's balanced. Wow, today I'm just out of sync, I'm not gonna lie. Look at that rejection again to the downside. My sell stop is still gonna be here. I don't even know why I'm saying I'm out of sync. My sell stop will still remain there. This fair value gap, I feel like my stop should be above it just to be safe. If we come down and go this way, this is what I'm gonna do. Let me adjust that stop loss, extend line, and let me just adjust the stop loss to cover this fair value gap right here in case we come to reuse it. If we break this low, guys, we are flying to the downside. That is for sure. News are coming out in a bit. So it's still, this is not 0.5%. 0.29. Let me upgrade it to 0.5, which is now 1,000 bob. Let's go, baby. Let's go. See that right there? That market can come back and enter, which I think is a set. It will not, once it breaks this low, it's not coming back here. Are we gonna come up to here? I don't know. But this is kind of like the short-term thing I'm looking for right now. This one, this low here. Let me put it over there. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Do, 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 do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, this is balanced. Thing comes and closes here. I'm seeing a long, short dip to the downside. We are slowly working our way to the downside. We have huge news coming out at 10. Ah, Kevin, weekless, weekless candles. Church church. If you can come and just give me 1:1, I'ma close half of this and then leave a runner. And then leave a runner, leave a runner. So let's do this. Let me just do this. And then I'll leave it. Even news to take care of business. I don't care. 1:1. 1:1. I'm gonna take half of 29, which is what? 16. So I'm gonna trade, put a buy limit, right? And then take out 16. What is half of 29? 15 is 30. So 14.5. So I'm gonna take out 15 units. So buy limit 15. What this will do is it will buy back 15 of what we're selling here. And then we'll have 14 left. 14 units left. And then we break even. Then the rest can do whatever it wants to do. Now this right here seems like a higher probability to also go up, but me, I'm gonna stick with short for now. We only have like a few minutes, so let's see what the news will do. The problem is this is not gonna get filled with the news, just so you know. And even if it gets filled, it's gonna be a huge slippage. I do not favor going up. So this might not be a good idea. If we go down, we can just close manually. We'll just come here. Yes. No, no, no. What have I done? Look at this guy. Jeez, Jesus. I want our order to stay. Sell. Stop. 3305, 0.5% sell. Oh, yeah. Oh. So we having this huge 1 minute candles going down, another huge 1 minute candle going up. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. Be-de-de-be-be. So this might not be a good idea. All right, Fed Chair Powell is coming up in a few minutes. In 8 minutes, we will know. See how it's just been held. It's been held. So now it's that high on a 5 minute level and this low. In my opinion, they are likely to take this low and go down even further, rather than go up or shoot up and then come down. I don't know. We'll see. So why do you want to be in there? This is gambling, just so you know. No, it's not. I want it to be above that candle right there. Yeah, that one I'm comfortable. I am comfortable taking note. Taking note. What's my reason for me taking this stop? because there's no inefficiency here. So if this candle is coming here, this is gonna be a walk in the park, and we should be able to see at least a comfortable 1:1, taking out the liquidity right here. So even if they want to go up, that's okay. The problem with when there's high volatility, this one can be filled when it's too late, and then coming out of the trade might also be an issue. But since it's demo, I do not care. Okay, 5 minutes to whatever. See what they're doing, forming like a wedge pattern here. What happens? It either goes up or it comes and goes down. Wedge formation. Seems like they're breaking to the downside. I prefer when they break to the upside and then fake and come down. You know what? I should have just left it at 1:1. Let me just do what I did. Let's see if we can trade, buy. How many units was I buying? Was it 15? Yes. Buy limit. Okay. Let's see how that works. Yeah, I prefer when the wedge pattern is worked the upside and then they come down. But this level, guys, this low is most likely to be traded to. We'll see how that goes. That right there, let me make it smaller now because we have other things in perspective. News coming out in a few. Yeah. 11:45 on the line as we speak. Oh. On a live account, I would never take this trade. Never. But I'd be here to watch what that 1 p.m. volatility will do. Some more balanced range, like low resistance liquidity. More of it. More of it. This means price has no intention of coming here because everything is pretty much, okay. And it might gravitate towards here. But if it leaves those ones open and closes here, this is going to be a walk in the park. Well, that is what I want to see. So we have 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes to 1 p.m. news. 3 more minutes to 1 p.m. news. Mic check. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah. 2 more minutes, or even 1. 2 more minutes. Okay, one more minute or even less, and let's see what we see. Let's see what's gonna happen here. This is going to be very interesting. We are just about to get there. I have a sell stop here and a buy stop here, and then I'll leave something little. If it becomes animated, whatever it is they close out, they close us out with, it's okay. I like that they're going up fast. That's good. A wedge pattern. I like it when they go up fast. Okay, what time is it? Is it 1? Few seconds to go. 2 more seconds. 1. Boom. News time. News time. Let's see if we're gonna get any volatility like they said. Huh. Nothing. Nothing. Where's the volatility? Nothing. Is the guy not speaking? I thought I would see the market fly. He ain't doing nothing. I guess he has good news. But then we kind of had that small wedge pattern formation, right? That kind of look like that, right? And also this one, like that. That broken to the upside. That's kind of how I like it. And then they come and move the opposite side. But if this holds, it's okay. Still hugging around that high 4-hour fair value gap, high time frame point of interest. Um, it's really past 1 p.m. and after this time the market will usually sleep. But because of those 1 p.m. news, I thought I would see some sort of we would see some sort of movement, but really nothing happened. Well, I guess this is it for me from now. Was not able to capitalize on any setup today, but that's okay. You don't have to get any setup. So if maybe I came early, this is something I would have taken. We took out this low and then came back that high. That would have been an entry on a stop to go up. Let me see. Could be something. It's looking forever, right? And we could have capitalized on that one is two on that one. So I still think that we might see some action to the downside, but then again, it's 1 p.m. now, so again, historically, the market kind of slows down. Sometimes the volatility can go up to up to 2, but rarely. So we'll see how that works. I'd have loved to see at least a 1:1 anyway. See how it's now slow and hugging around this 4-hour fair value gap. You like to see what I'm talking about? It's this space over here. If the body is closing below, the body is kind of hugging below it. Rejection, huge rejection, another huge rejection. So is this thing still crying bearish? I don't know. It looks bearish on a bigger scale. Like we've been crazy bearish from the September 15th. It was just Jesus. Kept on coming down. Kept on coming down like no one's business. So wow. Okay. 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 Before I log off, seems like we might see some action. Oh, eh, uh, do, 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 do. Okay, guys, this is it for me. I don't think we're gonna see anything now. Um, I'll still leave these ones. I'll still leave them. I'll still leave these orders, and then I'll come and see what the market will have done with it. So tomorrow is another trading day, and so I'll see you guys tomorrow. And pretty much that's it. So we did remain within that. We're still within this 1 hour. We are still within this range right here. So let me get rid of these lines. They're kind of in the way. Orders. We are still within this range. We are now within this high and this low, and this range is within this high and this low. So we are in here. So we are kind of in the middle, maybe in the lower part. So which one are they likely to take out first? I think they're likely to take out this one, but we will see. So until next time, that was Trader Mavera, and I am out. So tomorrow, same time again, 11, and we can be here 11:30 to 1. So we're not spending so much time. So 1.5 hours, I think it's okay for a live stream. Anyway, that was me, Trader Mavera, and I'm out, and I'll see you on the next one. So I'll leave those orders running. I will leave them, actually. I will leave them orders. I'll let them be. I will leave them. If we come here, I do believe we'll easily get here. So we're gonna take out 15 of the 28. Why is it not 29 like it was before? 29 units. Actually, let's bump it up to 30 units. 0.53. That makes sense mathematically. Yo, why is this one here? Oh, and then yeah, now down now goes to 15, so we can take a half. And let the rest roll, 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 roll. So this account, the demo account, started it on the 5th of September. It's now the 25th, and you can see we have like 32. The most I've risked is a 1.5% position, which I think was this one. Or I think it was this one. So the rest of them was just 0.5% and 1%. For starters, it was 0.5 and then 1%, and then there's one I took 1.5%. The setup was just too good, so I was like, let me just bump it up. So the last time I traded, unfortunately, we took some losses, which is okay. So you can see it's a possibility, man. It's a really, really possible. But I'm conditioning my head on how to, deal on such numbers, because this is some big deal right there. So typically, this is the behavior after 1 p.m. This is what you're likely to see. The market just slow down, and that's it from me, guys. That's it from me. I'll see you on the next one. We can do a review of how this setup will look like right there. Right there. All right, Trader Mavera, and I'm out. See you tomorrow or the next time I will stream. Could be this evening or whatever other time, but typically tomorrow at 11:30, and we can trade up to 1 p.m. for 1.5 hours. I'm out.